Well, hello, internet people, language enthusiasts, teachers, and students all over the world, all over the internet. Um, I'd just like to share another quick content idea with you. One that I've literally just finished. Just had a year 9 German class. Really enthusiastic bunch of boys, really nice boys as well. You know, you don't get the cynical, grumpy fun sponge with arms crossed in the corner, not doing anything. All of them are very enthusiastic and motivated. You know, the problem is one of those classes where the problem is trying to get them to stop talking, you know, because they're so keen to answer questions and very, you know, very, yeah, just a great class, just a lovely enthusiasm and sort of atmosphere with them. So, yeah, one of those classes that you look forward to teaching. But we are doing my Stundenplan, my timetable. And you can see here, I've got 2 questions. Was hast du am Montag um 8:30 Uhr? What do you have on Monday at 8:30? Was hast du in der ersten Stunde? What do you have in the first period? Now, prior to this timetable game that we did, which was not off cuff, but I had this resource and I thought, well, actually, what could I do with it? We did a lot of back and forth. So I'd ask them, was hast du am Montag um 8:30 Uhr? Was hast du am Dienstag um 8:30 Uhr? And I'd get them to kind of reflect the question back to me as an answer. So am Montag um 8:30 Uhr habe ich. And we're getting used to the time phrases, but we're embedding the grammar rule in there. The verb then comes before the ich. So that worked really well. And actually the pronunciation for 2 of them is difficult enough, you know, that throwing a grammar rule on top of them would just be very difficult. So they've just learned these sentences as they are, which has worked. And it's working well for them, that the challenge is not too much. Remember Stephen Krashen's X plus 1, you know, X plus 2, it's just stressful and it's not a good challenge. So we did a bit of back and forth, class, choral and repeat, me asking a question, them practicing, listening to their classmates, and then when it's their turn, practicing, flipping the question around and telling me from memory, oh, I had chemistry, biology, technology, computer science, which is also nice because I was testing their memory from last lesson with the school subjects. But you can see on the board, on the screen, the white version of my Stundenplan. I also printed out an orange one. So if you've seen my other video from earlier this week, just by chance, by necessity, I printed out some orange, and the boys love having different colored worksheets. It works. So what I decided is I'll use the 2 colors of paper. I've got my orange and I've got my white, stick them into pairs. I'm pretty confident that the pairs are pretty balanced. Either all 3 are kind of average in terms of ability, or I'd have a higher ability with a lower ability. And it's a race. It's a race to fill out the timetable. Now, they've got 2 sheets. What ends up happening is the orange sheet, you write down your partner's timetable. And on the white one, you're filling in your own timetable. And this is all creative. So they had the sheets, and on the sheets have got the questions and some clues. So it's not telling them how to answer Friday period 9, but it is telling them how to build Monday in period 1. So a little bit of clue, a little bit of a problem solve is not a bad thing for them. And they do need to work and figure it out for themselves. And they've got a partner who's helping them practice. And I got to tell you, I don't know whether it's the radioactive orange, but they worked so hard. They were so motivated and so enthusiastic about it. And in 5, 7, 8 minutes, shall we say, one group decided to do all of the ersten Stunde, all of period 1. The other group, the exact opposite, and did all of Monday. And they got close to one another, but I decided to give one group the merits, you know, the lottery of awards, because their pronunciation was just that bit better. I just wanted to share it with you because I'm, you know, a bit enthusiastic about it, but it really worked. It was one of those golden moments where a basic resource, low prep, some teacher call and repeat, helping the students learn, married with an activity that brought out so much speaking and listening. So I'm really enthusiastic about that. And I'm glad with these video diaries because I don't need to keep copious notes really well organized about what worked when. I try and put good stuff out there for you guys and for myself. And this timetable game worked a treat. So what could you do following this? Well, another video in future might be like a survey game. I might print out the sentence builder, or I might have this timetable. I might print out various timetables. With the survey game, you'd obviously maybe have the sentence builder or a timetable, and you'd go around and you ask questions, and your role as the survey maker, I need to find out how many people have got chemistry on Monday, how many people have got biology on Tuesday, how many people have got sport twice in the week. You could really, you could incorporate them as well to create a bank of questions, some interesting questions, quite specific questions, sport twice a week. Another one that you could do is you could have a little bit like the ping pong game, but again, we're just changing the format. Similar principle, he's got information that I don't have, and likewise, I've got information that he doesn't have, and I need to fill out the gaps in my timetable. So I'm going around, and I don't know who's got gaps and who doesn't. And then the winner is the one that fills out their timetable first. So you could have some bogus gaps, no one's got them. That might be, a little bit of a trick to see if anyone comes and asks Sir the question. I don't know. I'm just brainstorming. But there's ideas, that you could incorporate next lesson with a timetable, either half filled, partly filled. All of the gaps are filled, depending on what you wanted to get them to do. You could have 2 full timetables that are totally different, and you get the boys to go around and figure out differences. So you catch my drift. But main thing, mein Stundenplan, working together. It's almost like a collaborative battleships game. And I got to tell you guys, I repeat myself, it was brilliant. So I commend that to you. I don't know what other subjects that were, or subtopics that would work well with, but for my timetable, it worked a treat. So I wish you all a very, very wonderful rest of the afternoon, and I'll speak to you soon. See you soon. Bye-bye.